Kickoff is nearing for the second week of Football Friday, with many teams in South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota getting their seasons underway tonight. Yet in Class 9AA, there are two Titanic matchups in Week 2. Our Zach Borg is live from one of them down in Viborg. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Sam, pretty wild that we're not even out of August yet, and we have two big-time top 5 matchups in Class 9AA. Now, the first one up in Haytie. Number 2 Hamlin leads number 4 Hanson 14-0. That game right now in the third quarter actually started at 5:30. And the other game going to start here in about 8 minutes. They're getting warmed up behind me. It's number 3 Elkton-Lake Benton at number 5 Viborg-Hurley. Of course, we just talked live on air at 6 o'clock on KSFY with the head coach of the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, Rob Kessler. After winning a state title in 2019 and having a dominant couple of years with the likes of future South Dakota State Jackrabbits Chase Mason and Angel Johnson, the Cougars have struggled a bit over the last 3 years, but have built back up with a big and physical team that looked really impressive last week in their 40-20 victory at Canastota. The Elks of Elkton-Lake Benton have kind of had a similar story. Ethan Pearson's team has won 18 games over the last 2 years on the heels of winning just 6 the prior 3. I talked to him just a little bit ago. He loves the depths on his team. They played several years now, a lot of experience. This group has learned how to win. They have a good physicality too, and of course that experience, big difference for them. He says they need to match Viborg-Hurley's physicality tonight, stop the short passing game, and win in the trenches to pick up a big road win. Number 3 Elkton-Lake Benton defeated Wabash Summit 42-0 at home. They'll get a tough road test tonight here in Viborg. Viborg-Hurley went up to Canastota, dismantled the Hawks 40-20. I'm joined by the head coach of the Cougars, Rob Kessler. Coach, your team was up 32-0 in the first half, pretty much everything going right. What clicked for your team last week in what's normally a very tough place for any 9-man team to go?
Yeah, some of it in the first quarter was just dumb luck, I think. We had a couple things go our way, which usually doesn't happen for us, especially the last few years, but we had it go our way, and I think that gave the kids the confidence to keep pushing. And, you know, the kids have worked really hard over the off season. We got some really good athletes. They're gelling together as a team, and, you know, I think that's a big part of it is building that brotherhood, and I feel like this group has that.
Well, a couple of years ago, you had those dominant teams, won a state title with Chase Mason, Angel Johnson. They're at South Dakota State, and as you alluded to, rough couple of years after that. What's it take to build this program back up and hopefully be back at a contending level again?
You know, it really just it takes constant messaging. You got to stay the course, keep the constant messaging, keep pushing them into the weight room, keep building their confidence, building that brotherhood component. And, you know, 9-man football in South Dakota, you lose great athletes, it's hard to recover from that, you know, and so you just stay consistent with the same messaging, with the same, you know, program, trying to get better, trying to learn every single year, trying to build those relationships with the players, and eventually, you know, it comes back around.
Real quick, what are you expecting tonight from Elkton-Lake Benton in this game?
They're a really good football team, you know. They didn't graduate much last year, so they're a good all-around football team. They're balanced. I think it's going to be a really good game. It's going to be a really good test for us and our players to see where we're actually at.
Well, good luck tonight, Rob. Thanks for joining us. And to pick a winner in this showdown, we turn to our expert prognosticator, the Dakota News Now Sports Pooch, if I can say it correctly, who started 2024 off on the right foot, or paw in this case, last week by correctly picking Parkston at Freeman Marion Freeman Academy. So let's see if the Pooch can make it 2-0 by picking between the Cougars and Elks.
Elks that way, Cougars that way. Go get them.
Viborg-Hurley is the Pooch's pick, and we hope you will pick Football Friday for your pigskin purveyance. We've got 14 games on tap for you tonight at 10 o'clock on KDLT and KSFY. As we rejoin you here in Viborg, taking a look at the warm-ups. They're going to have introductions here in a few minutes. Again, if you want to get involved, just tweet or send us your game score updates, photos, videos to Dakota Sports Now, hashtag Football Friday, and we'll get them online, retweet them, maybe even put them in the show. You never know. That'll do it from Viborg. And again, join us tonight at 10 o'clock. And don't forget tomorrow as well to tune into our live stream Game of the Week on Outlaw TV and dakotanewsnow.com, courtesy Metro Sports TV. Live in Viborg, I'm Zach Borg, Dakota News Now.